One vitamin can predict your health better than cholesterol or blood pressure, and 1 in 2 seniors may not have enough of it. Imagine this. You wake up stiff, your balance feels weaker, and your memory is not as sharp. Many people shrug and say, that is just aging. But here is the hidden truth. Low vitamin D is not only about bones. It drives frailty. It fuels inflammation. It even raises your risk of dementia. Here is a shocking fact. The United States holds only 4% of the world's population. Yet nearly 40% of all kidney failure and chronic disease cases linked to vitamin D deficiency happen right here. That means the odds are higher than most of us think. Seniors are not losing independence only because of age. Often it is this silent deficiency. And the good news is, there is a way forward. But the good news is, with the right vitamin D strategy, you can strengthen your bones, boost your immune system, and even protect your brain. Imagine waking up with more energy, less stiffness, and a sharper memory. That is the power this one vitamin holds. Most people think vitamin D is only about bones. But here is the twist. It does far more. Vitamin D helps regulate mood. It supports memory. Studies even show it lowers the risk of certain cancers. When levels are right, your body fights inflammation better and your brain cells stay stronger. I once had a patient who struggled with low energy and frequent colds. After improving vitamin D, not only did her bone scans improve, but she laughed and said, "I feel like my fog has lifted." That is the hidden magic most people never hear about. So if you have been told vitamin D is only about calcium, think again. Its influence stretches across your heart, your brain, and even your independence. And the way you take it is not what most people think. So keep watching. Tip 1. Sunlight and skin. Can 15 minutes in the sun really give you enough vitamin D? Many people believe a short walk outside solves the problem. But the truth is, it is not that simple. Your skin does make vitamin D when sunlight touches it. That is how nature designed us. But as we age, this process slows down. A senior's skin produces only a fraction of what it did at age 20. Sunscreen, while protecting against cancer, blocks up to 90% of vitamin D production. And air pollution can scatter the UV rays your skin needs. So even if you sit in the sun, your body may not be making much at all. A simple guideline is to aim for 15 to 20 minutes of direct sun on arms and legs each day. That is about the time it takes for light skin to make a healthy amount in summer sun. For darker skin or in northern states with weaker rays, it may take longer. Think of 2 cups of sunshine, about 480 milliliters. Your body needs it daily. But here is the caution. Long exposure without protection increases skin cancer risk, so do not bake in the sun. Do not try to catch up on weekends with hours of tanning. That creates more harm than help. I remember one patient who gardened faithfully every morning, believing she was covered. Her vitamin D levels stayed dangerously low. Why? Because she always wore a wide hat, long sleeves, and sunscreen. So sunlight is a start, but it is not enough for most seniors. And that is why the next tip is absolutely critical. Tip 2. Food sources. Which foods naturally give you vitamin D? Many seniors believe a glass of milk or an egg here and there is enough. But the truth is, most foods barely move the needle. Vitamin D is called the sunshine vitamin, yet you can also find it in certain foods. Fatty fish are the champions. Salmon, mackerel, and sardines contain the highest amounts. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products can help too. But here is the challenge. Very few foods provide significant levels on their own. That is why deficiency is so common, even in people who eat a balanced diet. Think of salmon as your most reliable ally. 2 servings a week, about 6 ounces or 170 grams each, can make a meaningful difference. Egg yolks add a little, but not nearly enough by themselves. Fortified milk or yogurt helps. But you would need 2 cups, which is about 480 milliliters, every single day to reach only a fraction of what your body truly needs. I once had a patient who used to rely only on food, yet his blood test still showed deficiency. This is the hidden truth. Food helps, but it is rarely enough. So yes, enjoy salmon, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. They are valuable sources, but do not expect them to cover all of your needs, especially as you age. Your skin makes less, and your body uses more. That is why most seniors eventually need extra help beyond food. And in the next part, I will show you exactly what that means. Tip 3. Supplements. Should seniors take 2,000 or 5,000 IU of vitamin D? This is one of the most common questions I hear. And here is the truth. Most older adults need more than the outdated guidelines suggest. Decades ago, experts believed 400 to 600 IU daily was enough. That dose might keep bones from crumbling, but it does not protect the brain, the heart, or the immune system. Today, research shows that vitamin D works far beyond bones. It regulates inflammation, supports memory, and even lowers the risk of certain cancers. That is why sticking with old numbers can leave you tired, achy, and vulnerable. So what does a safe, effective intake look like? Most seniors do well with 1,000 to 5,000 IU per day. And here is a key detail. Vitamin D is fat-soluble. If you take it with your largest meal that includes healthy fat, like olive oil or salmon, you can boost absorption by up to 50%. But there is a caution. Vitamin D is powerful. Before using higher doses for months or years, get a blood test. The optimal range is usually 50 to 80 nanograms per milliliter. Too little leaves you weak. Too much can strain the kidneys. Balance is the key. So yes, supplements are often necessary. Just remember, the dose must fit your body, not the label on the bottle. And that brings us to something most people miss, because taking vitamin D alone is not the full story. Tip 4. Cofactors, Magnesium, K2, omega-3. Why does vitamin D not always work? Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I take my vitamin D every day, but I still feel tired. My bones still ache." And here is the secret. Vitamin D is never a solo act. It needs powerful partners. Without them, it cannot unlock its full potential. Think of vitamin D like a key. Magnesium is the hand that turns the key. Vitamin K2 is the map that directs calcium into the bone and away from the arteries. And omega-3 fatty acids are the oil that keeps the door swinging smoothly. Without this team, vitamin D may stay locked, leaving bones fragile and arteries stiff. So, what can you do? Add magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, and almonds. For K2, look to fermented foods like natto or consider a high-quality supplement. And for omega-3, aim for 2 servings of fatty fish per week. Together, these nutrients make vitamin D come alive. But here is a caution. Taking massive doses of vitamin D without enough K2 or magnesium can backfire. Calcium may drift into blood vessels, raising the risk of heart problems. Balance is everything. One of my patients once doubled her vitamin D supplement on her own. She developed painful leg cramps. After adding magnesium and omega-3, the cramps disappeared and her energy returned. So remember, vitamin D works best with its partners. Never let it go alone. Now, let us connect vitamin D with your immune system. Tip 5. Testing and monitoring. How do you know if your vitamin D is really working? You cannot feel it in your bones. You cannot guess it from your mood. The only way to know is to test. And for seniors, this is the step that makes the difference between safe progress and hidden danger. Vitamin D is powerful, but it is also tricky. Genetics, absorption, and even medications can change how your body handles vitamin D. That is why a simple blood test is your window into the truth. So what should you look for? Aim for a healthy range of 50 to 80 nanograms per deciliter. At this level, you get strong bones, better immunity, and healthier brain function. But if you go above 100 nanograms per deciliter, the balance can flip. Calcium may build up in the blood instead of the bones, creating kidney stones or heart strain. The lesson is clear. Guessing is risky, testing is safe. So next time you have blood work done, ask for vitamin D and recheck every few months if you are making changes. Think of it like checking the oil in your car. Without it, even the best engine will fail. And here is the proof of why it matters. One vitamin can predict your future health better than cholesterol or even blood pressure, and studies from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic confirm it. Low vitamin D is not just about weak bones, it is linked to dementia, insulin resistance, and faster bone loss. That means a shortage of this single nutrient can steal memory, raise blood sugar, and make fractures more likely, all at the same time. I remember a senior who shared his journey with me. He cut soda, added 2 servings of salmon each week, and took a moderate vitamin D supplement. In just 30 days, his triglycerides dropped, his energy came back, and he said he could walk up the stairs without stopping to catch his breath. Avoiding vitamin D deficiency is not just about bones. It protects your heart, your brain, and your independence. Seniors who keep healthy levels move with more confidence, think with more clarity, and recover faster when illness comes. That is the power of one simple step. I want to encourage you today. You do not need to change everything at once. Just try one step this week. Get a blood test to check your vitamin D. Add salmon twice this week, or take your supplement with your biggest meal so your body can absorb more. Even one change can start shifting your health in the right direction. And here is my invitation. Share this video with a friend who needs encouragement. Subscribe now so you never miss practical strategies that protect your independence. Remember this line: strong body, free spirit, endless possibilities. And next, I will show you the surprising proof of how quickly vitamin D can turn things around.